If you're watching this video, you're probably here to learn how to attack bank site. And it's fairly simple, actually. So, we're going to be going over what each attacker role is supposed to be doing while they're playing their operators. As you can see right now, I am Thermite, and I'll be showing you Thermite's job. So Thermite's job is to obviously, try to push into electrical and take out the wall at center, or at square. So what you want to do is you want to drone out skylight, drone out skylight stairwell, and once your line secures archives, what you want to do is you want to actually go inside, check your corner, check up top in the corners, check the sides, check the rod, check the sides, and have Thatcher throw his Thatcher on the wall, obviously, and then try to take down this wall right here. Once you take, I keep forgetting this part. You always place your claymore on the place your claymore on the doorway to basement entrance, so you don't get flamed from basement entrance. So from there, you blow up the wall right here, as like so, and then start holding an angle from stairwell. You can hold this angle from stairwell like this. You can peek through the bars, make a little cheeky little angle up here, and that's basically your job. Place on the claymore at basement entrance, blow up staff room wall, and play on stairs. Your job is one of the most simple. Now, let's move on to the other jobs on this list, which are not so simple.
And defuse a bomb.
Alright, now we're going to be going over Thatcher's role, which is a little more complicated, but still on the simpler side of this plan. So, your job is to stick with Thermite all the way through, until you breach down gate anyways. Then you're going to dump him like your ex. Josh. Just kidding. Anyway, so from here, obviously, you would help Thatcher drone out skylight and drone out the top of skylight. Well, not the top of, yeah, you would drone out the top of skylight. That's your job, and Thermite would drone out the bottom of skylight. So your job is once the line of secured archives, you drone out the skylight. You and Thatcher get in here, start peeking top, peek the angles, and then rush wall. Throw your Thatcher on the wall, and there, you're done. If the man's just there, throw him on the wall, and you're done. Now, from here, you would come up through skylight and start playing through skylight. Take out any roamers that you find around here. Clear out closet, free fire closet, because usually someone's in this hotspot. Thanks, Braxton, for that term. He coins that term. And from here, you go over to stock wall. From here, you're gonna give Habana the signal to start shooting in. Wait, no. Habana's gonna start shooting inside after droning the room, and you're gonna support her. So anybody in here, dead, pinched. And from there, Habana's gonna jump into that window right there, and you two are gonna start working at these hatches. If they do have a cage, only 2 cages, just take out the cages. Say they're right here, take out the cages. Your job's done. Now, I should have brought a claymore, but if you did have a claymore, you would place it right here, so it could be watching this side in case you die. So after you take out the hatches with Habana, she starts playing vertical and stock. Your job is to either watch this hallway or run over to closet and start playing janitor. Make sure no one can go into admin. But other than that, you're gonna be staying up here for most of the game with Bana watching her back as she plays vertical, which is why your job is fairly simple. A little more complicated than Thermite's job, but still fairly simple. Alright, on to Habana.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
Alright, now to Habana's role. Habana's main goal is to take out hatches and start playing vertical in stock onto open area and onto admin. Although admin is only if Thatcher is deceased or just brain dead. Anyway, so you'd obviously, well, you wouldn't break that window. I'm just stupid. You would start droning out skylight a little bit with Thatcher once they start pushing together. You drone out stock a little bit, but once Thatcher gets the wall down and comes up there to support you, you're gonna break the window like I did and start shooting into stock and trying to kill the guy that's inside stock if there is one. And if he's not, then good, easy access to hatches. But if he is, you and Thatcher are gonna pinch him. Say he's hiding behind the desk right here, and you're trying to shoot from the window. You can't contest him. Then Thatcher comes along, and bam, no more roaming Jaeger. From there, your job is to start taking out hatches with Thatcher. If there's Cades, he'll get rid of the Cades for you, and then you'll place on your Excariuses. Take out all 3 hatches. Boom, boom, boom. Done, done, done. Then you're gonna start playing vertical, in stock, blow up the floors, peek into arca, and peek into open area. You know, get some different sight lines into there. Maybe get one on printer. And just try to cover as much of the open area as you can, so your team can start pushing into open area or into stack. So luckily you have a sight line on the angle into. There you have a sight line on the doorway into staff, and that's basically Hibana's job. So Hibana's job is also fairly simple. I probably go as far as to say it's less complicated than Thatcher's, but you know, that's just me. Anyway, on to Capitao and Lion. Doing Capitao first, and then Lion. Alright, so in my video, I said that Lion and Capitao will be pushing in through lone, but after consulting with other strategists like Kaosx, he recommended that instead of going through lone, which would not be given up as easily, Capitao and Lion should try to take top control, which is what you will be doing. You know, you and Lion are going to be droning out top floor, making sure no one's up here, making sure no one's playing elevators, no one's playing CEO or office. And from there, you're going to vault, and then you're going to jump. Oh, I'm better from the other side. Yep. You're going to jump in. Okay, maybe not that part of a fall. But you're going to jump into top floor and start clearing anybody out. Say there's someone in elevators, you would clear out elevators. Someone's inside CEO, you would clear out CEO. And after you take top floor control, well, actually, yeah, because I guess top floor control would come with clearing this room out, but it's not too necessary, because once you drop down here, you could just have Lion backing up here, and if they do decide to contest you from stock, then Hibana can also jump in through stock, and, you know, roaming Jaeger right here, Hibana breaching in through that window, two of your attackers right here. That's a pretty dead Jaeger. So, say that he doesn't contest you because he's deaf and doesn't hear you, so he stays inside stock, and that'll leave Hibana and Thatcher deal with him. So you come around here, clear out elevator, clear out top. If there's no one up here other than someone inside stock, great. Come around and kill the guy in stock. After you gain top control, that should be when Hibana and Thatcher move in. Now keep in mind, this is all going 2 ways. If you get inside the building first, then you take top control. If Hibana and Thatcher get inside the building first, they take top control. It's all about who gets in first and what your roles are. So after you take top control, you're gonna make your way down. You're gonna make your way down here, you know, and this is where you part ways. Capitao is gonna come down the office hallway and secure office hallway, like so. After securing office hallway, you know, he'll place a claymore to watch his back. It's very common for roamers to run around. And from here, you're going to have sight lines into basement, upstairs. Although if you have upstairs controls with Hibana and Thatcher, you should be fine. Basement's really the only thing you need to worry about. Although I doubt anyone will be playing in basement at the beginning of the round. Actually, brain check on that. People probably will be playing basement in the beginning of the round if some of them are smart, anyways. So just watch your back on basement. And from here, you know, just apply some pressure, try to peek the angle, but don't risk your life for something stupid like someone hiding behind that desk. As nutty as that one tap would be, you'd get popped. So once your team starts making plays, your job is to, from here, cut off the rotate into staff and cut off the rotate into printer. That's a bad thing, but you know, cut out the 2 entrances, nowhere to run. That's when you smoke it down, and they're gonna think that you're gonna start pushing from here, but you're not. That's when Thermite on the other side of the map, Thermite will push in through the staff room. Him, he will clear out anybody in here, you know, and Thatcher, Habana upstairs, pressuring anyone inside open, force them to come to staff. You know, Thermite can kill anyone in staff, and that'll force their team to either A, make mistakes, or B, make mistakes. Once they make too many mistakes, you sweep them up. Hold every angle into the site, and there you have it. You have a free win. Now, here comes the problem of, well, there's no way a one-man team could possibly do this alone. You're right. I mean, there's no way possibly one Thermite could take out everyone in the staff room. You're right. But here comes the next part of my plan. Lion. Let's move on the Lion.
Use a bomb.
Alright. So, if you're the Lion of your group, then you have two main jobs. Live and support Thermite. So, here you're going to be, you and Capital will be spawning from garage entrance, and you're going to make your way to the top, and as I explained in Capital's segment of this video, you're going to be taking top control with Capital and clearing out anyone inside stock. Now, if Habana and Thermite and Thatcher make it there before you, then alright, you already have top control down. You just have to jump into building and start making your way into archives, where you'll be playing. So, you come over here, you know, oh, that's not the right one. You come over to the skylight, you hot drop into skylight, not skylight, yeah, you hot drop onto stairs, and you have top control. You have top control, you make your, there we go. You have top control, you make your way down into archives. Of course, anyone down here, obviously kill them. But if anyone's inside, if anyone's roaming down here, that's when you would start taking them out. That's when you would, like, down here, where you want to, I am just messing up, I am sorry. Down here is where you would want to drone more, but upstairs, you know, taking top control isn't too hard on this map. Should be taken pretty easily.
You have located a
But
bomb.
your job is to clear out Teller's office, and to clear out archives. And from here, you'll be planting a claymore down right here. I'm stupid and didn't run claymores. And you're going to be locking down archives, so Thermite doesn't have to watch archives for flankers or roamers. Now, if said opportunity presents itself, you're going to be taking your Lion. You'll be taking your Thermite would come over here, jump in through archives window, and tear down admin walls. If he gets admin wall down, then look, you have sightlines into open, all the way from archives. Now, if this bomb was in the way, you'd have a little better sight. But your main job is to lock down archives. Now, when to use your Lion scans mostly is at your own personal preference. But one thing I would recommend is once you're inside, say, Tellers, throw your drone and drone out archives. Now, if you see someone in archives and Habana and Thatcher aren't here yet, I mean, Thermite isn't starting to make his play yet, pop a Lion and run in there. Pop a Lion, you know, so they're forced to either stand still or move, and then kill them. Easy kill, easy pick. And from here, just start playing archives, like I said. Your other two Lion scans can be used whenever you want, but I personally would recommend using a Lion scan when Thatcher and Habana is up here taking out hatches, because in that short process of taking out hatches and getting the vertical options open, she could get flanked and Thatcher could die. It's a very small window, so you don't really have to. It's not really a mandatory. And you could use another if you and Capital are the first ones inside building. You could use your other Lion to drop when you're dropping down here. You know, clear out the hotspots, clear out elevator, clear out stock. Maybe run over, maybe slow peek closet. If you got anyone in the closet. And yeah, that's how you play Lion on this site. Now, I want to emphasize the fact that you can use your Lions whenever you want. It's more of a matter of how important you think the situation is, because obviously everything's not going to go cut and clean and perfect execution every single time. Things are going to happen. Important key elements will die. Thermite might get early picked in the round, get spawn peeked. That's why Siege, you always have to be adapting. So if a key player does die and you're forced to abandon the strat, then use your Lions at your leisure. or even if you don't have to abandon the strat and you can still pull it off, still use the lines at your leisure. Say you know where someone is after clearing out archives, and like say they're in like tellers, and you know they're in tellers, and you want to push tellers, then push tellers. Because from archives into tellers, no other entrance other than that admin wall. And if it's not blown up, perfect chance to go get an easy pick with your line. Now that's it for this video. And if you enjoyed me explaining all the operators are supposed to be doing inside their roles on my bank, open area, staff, attack strat, then do leave a comment below, and maybe, as for, I'd be willing to accept feedback as well, and if anybody else has any other map suggestions or map requests, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do.